The recent threat made by Belarus President Alexander Lukashenko to deploy nuclear weapons on NATO nations if faced with aggression is an alarming escalation of the tension in the region. It not only raises concerns about the stability of Belarus and its relations with neighboring countries, but also highlights the potential for a larger conflict involving major global powers. Lukashenko's statement reflects a combative and aggressive stance towards the West, particularly Poland, Lithuania, and Latvia, who have accused Belarus of crossing their airspace and violating their territorial integrity. The deployment of thousands of troops by Poland at the shared NATO border is a response to these incidents and further exacerbates the situation. The threat of using nuclear weapons is a reckless move that undermines global peace and security. While Lukashenko claims that these are tactical nuclear weapons, the consequences of their use, even on a smaller scale, cannot be underestimated. Such a move would not only lead to a devastating loss of life and destruction, but also have severe long-term implications for the entire region. The international community, including NATO, must view this threat seriously and take appropriate measures to de-escalate the situation. Dialogue and diplomacy should be the primary tools utilized to address any grievances or concerns between the parties involved. Resorting to military tactics and threats only exacerbates tensions and leads to a dangerous escalation. The situation in Belarus echoes similar conflicts in the past, such as the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. The use of nuclear weapons or the threat of using them has always been a cause for concern, as it raises the stakes and limits the possibility for peaceful resolutions. However, there are also notable differences. In this case, the threat of using nuclear weapons is coming from a relatively smaller and less powerful country like Belarus, which adds an element of unpredictability. While countries like Poland and its NATO allies have superior military capabilities, any conflict involving nuclear weapons would have disastrous consequences for both sides. It is crucial to learn from history and avoid repeating past mistakes. The international community must work together to prevent a nuclear conflict and seek peaceful resolutions through diplomacy and negotiation. The negative consequences of Lukashenko's threat are widespread and far-reaching. Firstly, it further strains the already fragile relations between Belarus and its neighboring countries, particularly Poland, Lithuania, and Latvia. It heightens the risk of military confrontation and undermines regional stability. Furthermore, the threat of using nuclear weapons has serious implications for global security. It sets a dangerous precedent and encourages other countries to consider similar actions. The potential for miscalculation, accidental escalation, or an intentional provocation cannot be overlooked. This could potentially trigger a chain reaction of conflicts and jeopardize the delicate balance of power in the international arena. Additionally, the threat poses a significant risk to the safety and security of innocent civilians. The use of nuclear weapons, even in a limited capacity, would have catastrophic humanitarian consequences. The loss of lives, displacement of people, and environmental devastation would be immeasurable and long-lasting. In conclusion, the recent threat by Belarus President Lukashenko to deploy nuclear weapons on NATO nations is a dangerous escalation of tensions. It is imperative for the international community, especially NATO, to address this situation with utmost seriousness and pursue peaceful resolutions. We encourage our audience to share their thoughts and opinions on this matter in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this video on social media to raise awareness about the potential negative consequences of this situation.